Hey, how's it going everyone? I've been playing quite a bit of blue-white control lately, so I thought it might be useful to make a budget blue-white control list. If you're interested in getting into the archetype, I think this is a great base to start with. Later in the video, I do join a standard event, and I am able to beat some tier 1 decks with this. So I do think this deck is very winnable. Probably on the ladder, maybe you can get to gold with it, maybe platinum later in the season. But I did try to use the minimum amount of rare and mythics for this deck. So if you have more, your deck's only going to get stronger. I will put my tier 1 list in the description so you can look at it, see what you have or what you can build toward to make your deck better. But I think there are just some must-haves with this deck, like Temporary Lockdown, Day of Judgment, and Sunfall. You need ways to destroy multiple creatures at once to get ahead. And the only way we're really trying to win with this deck is by milling out the opponent with Jace. So you're going to need to use 3 mythics here. Beza is also a mythic. I guess technically it could win you the game, but unlikely. It's more of a catch-up card to gain some life, make some tokens, and draw a card. Also, Fountain Port, I think, is like the best card in Standard, so we are playing 1 Fountain Port. I guess technically you could win by making a bunch of fish and attacking with them, but really we use Fountain Port as more of a draw engine. So if you make this deck and you're like, okay, well, I do have some of the cards, what should I take out or what should I start building first? I think you probably want some number of 3 steps ahead. Maybe you already have some in your collection. I think you could take out a couple Spellgeyer for 3 steps ahead. This is kind of our poor man's 3 steps ahead. I still think it's a good card, but just not nearly as good as 3 steps. Also, Negate is another card you could cut for 3 steps too. I think if you have Get Lost in your collection, you can start cutting down on Not on My Watch. This card is fine, but the flexibility of Get Lost is really important right now, I think. And of course, lands are going to take up a lot of your wild cards. So we have all these lands that pretty much come into play tapped. Not a huge fan of that with this deck. You know, just a tap land that doesn't let you surveil or scry. I guess the best one is Tranquil Cove because you get a gain of life. So if you have some of the blue-white lands, you can throw those in and start getting rid of these tap lands that do nothing. And if you have questions about like, hey, I have this card but not that card, always up to talk on Discord or just leave a comment and we can try to figure out what the best solution would be. So like I said, I think this is a great start if you want to get into blue-white control. I was able to win some games with it. Let's jump into the event and we will play this deck. All right, this hand looks pretty good. This hand looks pretty good. Start off with our Tranquil Cove. Let's play the island so I can play a Deduce. Looks like we're playing mono white. Ooh, that is a Skrelv Hive. So I guess we're playing a toxic deck. So I'm just going to play the Tranquil Cove again, and then I'm going to pass. And then lead them into this Temporary Lockdown to get this Hive, and hopefully another 2-drop? I don't know. I'm sure this deck is playing Get Lost, though, and they can kill this Temporary Lockdown. Okay, it's a Carrot Cake. Alright, well maybe it's just, it's not like a traditional toxic deck. It's more just tokens, I guess. Demolition Field is good for this Fountain Port. I mean, they probably have a Get Lost for this Temporary Lockdown, but might as well make them have it. This is where budget limitations are going to hurt us, because we don't have a Get Lost to actually fully deal with this, this Skrelv's Hive. I think our only answer really is a counterspell and Temporary Lockdown. I think we just have to pass here, unfortunately. Like, Caretaker's Talent is actually not a big deal. We have 2 Jace in our hand. So that's 30 cards we can mill away. There's the Get Lost. So I don't really know if this Demoralize will get better. I could use Spellgyre, but really I'd like to be drawing cards with Spellgyre. Do you have another Get Lost? Alright, well they had 2 Get Lost. What can we do about that? I mean, I still think we might be okay. Like, they're gonna draw so many cards. They're guaranteed to draw a card every turn with this Hive. So they're at 45 cards. We just need to get them to 30. It's gonna take some work. I need them to draw on my turn, too. Like, I need them to sack the Carrot Cake on my turn. So draw all the cards you want, please. And probably what they'll do is just make their creature tokens bigger. And that's when it gets a little more scary. I think probably, yeah, I don't care about Authority, is I'm gonna Demolition Field their Fountain Port. Even though that, like, lets them draw more cards, I want them to draw cards. I want them to draw more cards. They drew another card. Thing is, too, is we're getting attacked with poison creatures, so it's like we're at 10 life already. Yes, draw more. We are gonna have to kind of time this right, where I mean, we're gonna have to use a Day of Judgment. We probably Day of Judgment our next turn. And then we start using Jace. Because I can use these Smites too to buy us more time. I'm sure opponent is feeling great that they they're drawing all these cards against the control deck. Archangel Elspeth does quite a bit more damage to me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and counter that. Alright, let's use a Day of Judgment. Alright, 38 cards. I wonder if they'll end up like using Get Lost on their own Hive if I go for a Jace here. If they don't do much this turn, then I probably won't use Jace. I would probably just hold up Spellgyre. I think I might do that anyway. I think we continue to wait. Probably just one more turn. And then if they put 2 counters on something, we can smite it. And we can also hold up a Spellgire. It'd have been better if we drew more lands so we could play 2 Jace on one turn.
We fight together.
Alright, well, we're going to be taking some damage, that's for sure. I just want to try to find a sweeper now. There we go. I should have kept that land, damn it. Let's actually try to find a land. All right. We're almost to... We're one land away from just being able to double Jace. That's really where I want to be. And they might have Get Lost again for this, so we'll see. Alright, so I think we just Sunfall here. I think we're gonna win this game. Alright, there's Get Lost again. $32 cards. They're so close. They are so close. Okay. I don't need to double Jace. I can actually just Jace once, hold up these 3 removal spells, and then Jace on the following turn. And we should just be good to go here. We should just be good to go.
Emotions are distractions.
This was a pretty long game for the first game of the event. I don't know if we'll show every single game. I guess we could, depending on how long this video gets. Oh wait, I'm yeah, they have 2 cards left. We're just waiting. We just have to play defense one more turn. No attacks. So I can use Not on My Watch on this. I can use Smite on the Spellbook Vendor. Now they're questioning what they should do. Okay, that's the 4th Get Lost, right? It is. Enjoy your last cards. So everything gets bigger. But we're still not dead.
This is our fight to win.
Still not dead. We would be if we didn't have this. Alright. GG's, GG's, GG's. Yeah, go ahead and scry that to the top. Alright, that was a good game. It was close, but we beat a tier 1 deck with budget control. Here we go. Nice. Alright, we're 1-0. Opponent goes first. This hand, man, all the lands come into play tapped. That's kind of unfortunate, but I still think this is a keep. Against Golgari. Oh, Bristly Bill. Like, it would be really nice if I could hold up this No More Lies here, but it is what it is. Spelunkin', what is this deck? Why wouldn't you play Spelunking first? You get another counter here. Well, now I could temporary lockdown. Actually, I think I'm going to, just because Bristly Bill is so much damage. I'm scared of Bristly Bill. I really don't know what this deck is or what they're trying to do exactly. Guess we'll just play a land and pass. Can't do anything else. I guess I'm gonna counter this. I mean, it comes there. The land they make from the Overlord comes into play untapped, and that kind of sucks. But we would have got a treasure token from the Beza if we didn't counter it, I guess. Just played Beza to block. I'm blocking. Let's see your combat trick. Sure. Okay, that's actually a good pickup. Let's union and see if we can hit a land, and we'll hold up the Not on My Watch. Or No More Lies. Oh, are they gonna attack with Cottage? Okay. I'm actually gonna use the Not on My Watch on the Cottage, because if you get an opportunity to kill a creature land, it's usually just a good idea to go ahead and do it. Creature lands are kind of rough for control decks because they get around our sweepers. I don't really want them to get a bunch of value from this, but it's unlikely they're going to double land next turn. They're probably going to start using these discover things. So maybe I want to hold on to the Day of Judgment. We'll just pass the turn. Yep, gain all the life you like. We want to win by mill. Why wouldn't they discover here? Maybe they just want to keep their lands? That's a good draw, actually, because now we could just have a nice, clean answer to this Nissa. I wouldn't mind finding, like, a negate or something. Fine, Lasher. Oh, they put it in their hand so they can offspring it. That's funny, because now I could counter it if I wanted to. I don't want to. I think we can just play Jace. Let's start getting some value from Jace. Okay, lane's good. I could Spellgyre this, but man, I have a temporary lockdown. There's no reason to. And we're at 18. Okay, this we're going to counter though. I should have drawn the cards first, and because I drew a tap land instead of playing the land first. All right, discover again. Let's see what they get. That's not bad, I guess. Well, actually, they have a lot of lands in their graveyard. I think we probably counter this. It's either that or I have to use the Day of Judgment on it next turn. I think we'll just counter it. That's like a little bit too much value. I don't want them to have like a billion lands in play.
Become subdued.
All right. I'm hoping I get to draw cards with the Spellgyre here. They're just filtering lands out of their deck, it looks like. Maybe, or they have something big to play. If they have something big to play, I can use Demoralize. Thank you. I don't need more lands, but Deduce will let us draw more.
You can be made.
Alright, well they're gonna get all their lands back then. That makes the Jace worse. They can do this at instant speed, too. Here, I'll mill you so you can have some more lands to put back. I mean, I can't do anything about it. I can't stop it, so it is what it is. They have 24 cards left, so if I can just pick up another Jace, we might be in pretty good shape. Oh no, they're gonna kill my Jace. Alright, I just want to rip Jace. There's 27 cards left at my library. We actually draw on quite a bit. There's Bristly Bill. I guess I don't really care about Bristly Bill at this point. Demolition Field. Actually, let's use Demolition Field to get rid of this thing. Don't want them to discover again. Wow, they actually had a basic land left still. That's fine. I have the Not on My Watch for Bristly Bill here. Let's see how many lands. Let's see if they have 4 lands left. They can 4 basic lands they can use. I mean, do they? I could smite to see if they crack one. 10 basic lands, they probably do. I don't know. That's why they're saving their fetch lands. Alright, we'll have to Day of Judgment next turn. I mean, if they would have had, like, a couple of these, then we would have been in trouble. You taking 4 damage for every fetch land. How many more basic lands do you have? So what they're trying to do is use the analysis to, Oh no, this is gonna kill us. It just keeps going. We just needed to not draw lands. We needed to draw another Jace. Alright, we're 1-1. Their name is Pooh-Face Killa. The hand isn't very good, I think. I'm tempted to keep it, though. I'm going to mulligan. Alright, this is better. I'll put Negate back. Mono black is bad. Bat is bad. The biggest thing is, like, them getting a Unholy Annex. If they get Unholy Annex, I think we could probably just concede the game, because I don't really have ways to deal with it with this budget deck. They took my Deduce. Alright, a little surprised they didn't have an Annex, so that's good for us. A lot of times, if they don't do anything, it's because they're just sitting on a bunch of removal spells. So this is actually pretty good that they just had a bat. As long as they don't have an Unholy Annex, everything is fine. So let's go ahead and Day of Judgment. Get back our Deduce, and now we have a Sunfall. Just need more lands. Alright, another bloodletter, that's fine. Let's try to hit a land drop. Nice. Mishra's Foundry is a bit problematic. I don't know why they're activating it, actually. Has summoning sickness, so there's nothing you can do with the Foundry. Okay, Jace is a good draw. That's a good draw to deal with the Foundry, too. I need more lands, though. That's the only thing. I'm thinking about taking another hit from this Foundry. I mean, we do have Demolition Field for it, too. What I could do is Demo Field here. They might have like a better Triumph in their hand. I guess that's the only thing that could kind of get me here, but I am going to play Jace for 3 mana, and then I'm going to plus on the Bloodletter. So maybe they have a way to kill the Jace, maybe they don't. I'm going to say that they don't, and it looks like they probably do, unfortunately. Alright, they had an edict. Well, it was a risk. But if they didn't have a way to kill the Jace, we'd be very ahead there. Alright, Duress. This card is very bad for us. I still think we're doing okay. If they have an Unholy Annex, I'm gonna counter it and just keep taking hits from Bloodletter, but I don't know. If they did it right, they would attack first and then play it. Let's see if they want to attack into it. They definitely don't have anything then. I think they probably just have removal spells in their hand. So we'll keep drawing. And the same thing could happen here too with this Jace, that if we play Jace, we run the risk of them having another Shieldred's Edict. So what I'm gonna do... What do you think? Do you think they have an Edict? I'm actually just going to mill them right away. Ooh, that Unholy Annex was on top. Ooh, we put 3 in the graveyard. That's great. Let's go. GG's. Alright, well, I don't want to make the video too long, so I'm just going to play these first 3 games here with this deck in this event, just to prove that we can beat some tier 1 decks with this blue-white control deck. So I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, I hope you consider subscribing. We have quite a bit of blue-white control content on this channel, so feel free to check that out, and I will see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.